Welcome everyone. Welcome back to Blue Heron Hill. I'm Sue. Bright sunny day and I am in the garden and we are digging in the dirt today. Well, I just want to show you a few things. Hold on. Here are things already growing in my garden, and this is a bed of garlic. They have, on these nice, beautiful, bright spring days, they have really taken off and they are growing up strong. And I can't wait to harvest in July. And look at what's here in my garden. On this side, I have some brassicas. These are cabbages, I think. I'm pretty sure. These didn't head up last fall. These were in my fall garden. So I just left them in here. And voila. And with temperatures down in the single digits, well, they came back. I had a little row cover over them most of the winter. But come this spring here, they are flourishing. An early crop of cabbage. But what I'm here today for is planting peas. Now, these are sugar snap peas. And what I do is I pre-sprout my peas. Seems a little funny, but I've tried lots of different methods. If you've heard of the gutter method, I'll post a video up here in the corner or down in the description on I was doing a method called the gutter pea method, where you have a rain gutter. You start them indoors, a few weeks before you're ready to set them out and let them grow up, and then you slide them into a trench out in your garden. But for the last 2-3 years, I have been pre-sprouting my peas. Gives them a little bit of a jump. At times I would have them in the ground, and with so much rain in the springtime, they just rot. So I thought I would just give them just a little bit of a head start and let them start sending their roots down, and maybe they'll be just off to the races. A little bit healthier than staying in the cold ground and rotting, perhaps. Peas are very resilient. You don't have to do it this way, but I think I just get a little bit of a jump on the season. So I have a couple trays here. I just put them on a paper plate with some damp paper towels and put them in a plastic bag. And this is probably about 3 days old, or 4 maybe at the most. And they're ready to go. And this is the perfect day to plant your peas. So let me show you the bed that I'm going to plant them in. This is my bed right here, and I plant them in here every single year. Occasionally I'll put them in someplace else, but this is generally where they go because they have this nice fence that they can climb up on. Sugar snap peas go till about end of June at the very latest, and then I pull them up, and usually I start another batch for the fall. So I'm going to dig kind of what I've done here. You can see I've amended it with compost, so I'm just going to dig a little hole . That soil is nice and warm already. I'm getting some good sunshine today. It's only in the mid 40s, so that's not all that warm. But fingers crossed, no hard freezes. So I'm digging a trench here I'm gonna break up these clods here a little bit. The peas themselves don't have to be buried too deep, probably about an inch. Since they are pre-sprouted, I want to make sure I have a trench deep enough. Normally I would just take my finger and push them in, but I don't want to break off that root because that's the only root it has. Now peas like an acidic soil, not too bad, maybe about 6 to 7, 5.5, 6, 7 pH. And so I've amended this with compost, and that gives it a nice acidifying take to your soil. So these are just going to go in. Those that have a nice long root, I'm going to set them gently down into the soil. Now there are some that haven't sprouted at all, not at all, so those I can just plop in and just push down gently. Now I will heavily plant these very close together. I've had in the past, my experience is that they don't care about being too crowded together. Let me show you a little root or seed biology here. The first thing that comes out of the seed is the root, because that's what's going to try and capture the most moisture. And if you can see this one here, just this little bump on the side, that's going to be the cotyledons are going to be popping up. The root is always going to want to go down, gravity. And the leaves they want to go up, which is phototropism, meaning they are reaching for the sun. So in this particular one, I kind of want to set it in the ground like this, because you can see the root is already starting to go down, and the leaf is just unfurling to go up. But very carefully, you want to do this. You don't want to break any of those parts off of the structure of that seed. So I'll probably come back with some more compost and cover these to a depth of about an inch. You can see they are fairly close together. And I never had a problem with them germinating and growing. Okay, all planted. Here I've planted my rows, planted them really heavily, tried to orient those roots in the right direction, cover them up with about an inch of soil, and gently patted them down. Now it looks to me, according to the weather, it looks to me as if we will be getting some rain in the next day. So if not, I would water them in right now. It helps that soil settle in around those seeds that have already sprouted without too much danger to those fragile little roots that have first popped out of those seeds. Well, I had to take refuge in the greenhouse. Very, very windy. But anyway, I kind of want to wrap up this video on planting those peas. I've planted potatoes already this year, as you saw in the last video. and now peas. Before that, I have my green stalks are in my greenhouse. They are going to be going outside in a few days. As you can see in this particular one here, I have some radishes. I don't know if you can see there's little radishes popping up above the surface of the soil. Over here in this one, I've got some lettuces, some red romaine, some other ones kind of succession planted. Those are a little bit smaller. Towards the back, this is spinach, and then some more lettuce over here in this corner. I've also started some seeds over here. I think they're flower seeds. But I've got lots going on here in the greenhouse. Oh, and down below this cover, if you can see, I have my geraniums. If you saw that video on potting up those geraniums that I wintered over. So lots going on right now. I am so excited that planting season has started. Brassicas are going out in the garden very soon. Willie, the rooster, is saying hello. So anyway, the real start of gardening season. Not quite our last average frost date yet, but I have high hopes that is all behind us. So until the next time that we can go digging in the dirt, happy gardening. Bye.